Tricia and welcome to my channel. I'm just going to be making some dinner. It's not a recipe or anything. It's just my little weekend vlog. So what has my weekend been like? This is Sunday now. And well, yesterday was a good day. My husband and I got to go out of town to McAllen. And we went to Barnes & Noble. We went to the bookstore because, you know, I had been kind of reading about tarot cards, and I kind of got interested in that, and I wanted to get some just for the heck of it, for fun, for my own entertainment. So I actually did find some there. I found them online first, and then I went there and I asked them, and they had them. So I went ahead and I got that, and I don't even have that here with me. I have them on my desk somewhere. But anyway, yeah, I got some books, and one of the books that I got, and I got this as a discounted book. It was 10 bucks. It's called Anti-Inflammatory Diet Cookbook. So I'm just like really interested in what are the things that I could, you know, maybe change about what I'm eating. And this is really informative. The very first part is about, you know, what is inflammation, and then it talks a little bit about the diet or following it and so forth. And then it talks about where the worst foods for inflammation are, and then what are the ones that are good for that. And then of course, then it continues on with some kitchen staples, you know, like talking about beans, almond hazelnut milk, lemon Dijon mustard dressing, tahini lime dressing, paleo Caesar dressing, the everything aioli, pistachio pesto, and an almond romesco sauce. And then it follows up with the recipes for that, which is awesome. But then I also saw that a lot of the foods that it mentions, you know, because it continues on to mention some more things, like some certain vegetables and certain meats and things like that, which are good. Should be eating those. It has recipes for a lot of stuff in here, and everything sounds really good. So I think I'm going to be doing my little grocery list according to a lot of this stuff. Let me turn on another light over there. It seems kind of dark behind me. But anyway, let's see. There was a few, well, a lot of them, but there was something that really caught our eye, and I can't remember what it was. Looks like it's got things like sweet potato oat muffins, and it's even got like little berry gummies, like make your own little gummies. Chili lime roasted cauliflower. I'm a little bit kind of confused about some of the recipes because they just mentioned lime juice a lot in here, and yet in the very beginning it does say one of the things to avoid were things like, let's see, where did I see that? It mentioned citric acids. So a lot of citrus fruits, you know, like lemon and oranges. Maybe I read wrong because now I don't see it on here. That was allergens there. It's talking about allergens. I don't know where I read this, guys, but I saw something about I don't know where I read it. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and look at it again because I know I read something, and then I was going on and continuing to read about, you know, what I can have, and maybe I misunderstood. Maybe I read that wrong. No, because it's not in the stuff that you can have, but it has a lot of, you know, like lime and lemons and things like that. And I do know that because besides the RA, I have gout, and I do know that that has to do with like a pH balance of, you know, like acids in your body, and if you have too much, that's why you hurt. So I'm wondering if like lime or any other things that have acids like that are a contributor, because I do have a lot of lime. One of the things that's on here that I need to avoid are dairies, and that's going to be like cheeses, and well, I love cheese, so that's going to be really hard for me. Bread was something that was really hard for me, but not so much anymore. I don't necessarily have to have bread. I can do it like a corn tortilla instead of having some sort of a bread. But I mean, when it comes to like sweet things, yeah, I love sweet things, but I need to have like my spicy food first. Like I shouldn't say spicy, I should say like my, what is the word that I'm looking for, everybody? Some of y'all are gonna know what I'm trying to say. You know, I have to have like real food first before I reward myself with a dessert, is what I'm trying to say. I can't just have, you know, like if I'm hungry, I can't just go, okay, there's a donut, let me eat that. That's not going to help. It's like, it doesn't seem to curb the appetite. So instead, I eat, you know, foods, meats. I have to have meats and some sort of veggie or whatever on the side. I do like to have a little combination of things, and that is what fills me up. And then if I feel like, you know, I can have myself a little something, then I'll have, for example, a donut. But donuts are not my choice, but that's just something that I just happened to bring up. So savories. I have to have savory food. That's my thing. I need to have savories. So anyway, here I saw something and I want to make, there's here this Mediterranean baked salmon. That sounds really good. Of course, you know, sometimes going on a diet can be expensive. So, you know, a lot of the ingredients in here, I'm aware of them. I know them. The problem is like, oh my gosh, you know, this is going to be more expensive than just buying regular stuff. But, you know, we have been buying some things that are a little bit pricier lately. Because, you know, before I used to be able to buy like a family pack of meats. And now I don't really do that. Now I just buy a smaller. And you all know that, you know, smaller packets are always going to be more by the pound. So they're going to be less if you buy it by the family pack. And I see that a lot. And I'm tempted to get it and, you know, just separate it into little freezer bags. But it doesn't work out very well for me because it stays in my freezer for too long. And then I'm like, no, I can't eat it freezer burn or whatever. And even if I pack it up really well, I still feel like it's too old. That's just the way that I think. There is a recipe here. It says mini dark chocolate almond butter cups. That's the one that caught our eye. Well, mainly like for myself and my husband. I want to make those. And I can't find what I thought I said. I think it was something like a butternut squash or something, some sort of a soup like that, because I do like stuff like that. Ooh, General Tso chicken, and I love that. That's a poultry and meat dishes. Lots of salmon, miso glazed salmon. Okay, well, I'm going to be making myself and my husband some dinner, and I already have some prepackaged like frozen things here. Like I have some salmon here. This is Atlantic salmon. And then I have this Bird's Eye steam fresh chicken flavored rice. It has broccoli, carrots, and onion. And you just stick this in the microwave and that'll be that. Oh, also before I go into that, we bought some other books. My husband bought some books for himself. We spent a lot of money yesterday at Barnes & Noble. It was like $100, but anyway. We saw some books because we want to start a little collection for our grandbaby Leo. We want to get him some little books and collect. And I know that my son and my daughter-in-law already have little books for him, and they're already reading to him. And I have saved the books that I had for my two sons when they were little, and their favorite ones. So I have those saved, and but I want to keep those because, you know, I might have another grandson for my other son or granddaughter. So I want to keep them here so when they visit me, I can use those little books to read to them. But anyway, we want to collect books to give to him so he can have in his own home or wherever he wants to keep them. So we're collecting, and of course these two books aren't like for little babies. They're just for little kids. But we went ahead and got them. We got this one. It was like $12.98 because it's a bargain book from, what is it, Barnes & Noble. But we got this one because it was so cute because it opens up. And then here you have the part that's the book. Okay? This is the book. And then it has these two little tractors, a little red one and a green one. And then this pops down. And then this opens up again like that. And it's got a cute little, you know, like a little tractor trail to drive around the farm. So that's cute. This actually has like a little wind-up thing. And I noticed that in the little road, a little trail, it has like a little indentation here. Like there's another piece on it over, so there's a little indentation. And I think what you're supposed to put that on there. So when you wind it up, it kind of follows that. So I think that'll be really cute, you know, to read the story to him. And then, you know, have him watch the little cars go around, or he can just push them around himself. It's so cute. It has a lot of wording, so you can have a lot of reading while you're on the same page. Because as you all know, when you're like with little kids, they want to change the pages really fast. But then they always have like this one favorite page because there's lots of pictures that they like to look. Certain things that they like to look at in that particular page. So this will be nice. It's Old MacDonald Had a Farm. That's what I got here. And then we got him this other one. It's called Dinosaurs by Sandra Boynton. I think that's how you say it. And this is really cute because this reminds me of a book that they had when they were little. And this is talking about, I guess, going to bedtime? Yeah, when the sun goes down and the blue stars appear, the dinosaurs know their bedtime is near. And it goes on to talk about like brushing their teeth, you know, cleaning up their little faces, do a little wiggling, a little stretching, you know, I guess a little exercise before. And then putting on some cozy pajamas. You know, it just goes on, like, oh, getting sleepy, yawn, yawn, yawn. It's cute. And then, of course, you know, just settling down and going to sleep and having your little dreams. And it goes on a little bit, just a little bit more. It's really cute. So we got that. And, of course, my book. So, because I already have the salmon here, I'm going to go ahead and prepare that. And I'm just going to make it really easy. I got this, this is from my grocery store, but I know that, you know, like there's some name brands that make this. It's a cooking sauce. It says toasted sesame. And of course, you know, it's got, you know, your suggested how to make it with some beef and some rice and such. I'm going to put this on my salmon. It doesn't say that I have to like marinate or anything. It just says to cook some chicken and then add this on there, bring it to a boil, and then reduce it and so forth. Well, I'm going to do a little bit different because that's just what I do. And I'm going to put this in there. So, do any of you, oh, look at this. This is how it comes, like little pieces like that, and there's 4, but I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and cook all 4. This is Simply Balanced. We got this at Target actually. I think it was last weekend, and I was gonna make it last weekend, and I don't know what happened. I think we were just so hungry that we couldn't wait to get home and cook, and then we just got something already ready-made. I think that's what happened. Okay, and today I planned on doing some fall, like I wanted to bring my stuff, my fall decor from the storage room, and then just like doing like, oh, look at before and after. Then I got lazy, you guys, and I don't want to bug my husband again because again he went outside to do something in the yard. So anyway, the day just went by. It just went by. So I'll do that next time. Maybe during the week, and just go ahead and decorate for fall. I love fall. That's my favorite. What is your favorite? I know that I do a lot of like big like things for Christmas, but that's only because that's basically what more people watch is Christmas. They want Christmas ideas. It's just nice to watch videos sometimes, even if you don't do this stuff, because I know that that's what I do. And just like to watch all the fantastic stuff everyone. And like I liked when they show like, oh, this is, you know, like the final, they decorate their home and such. Okay, a little tour. I really have no idea what I want to do for Christmas this year, you guys. It's, you know, just don't want to change it like I did last year. Kind of want to keep the same. So maybe I'll just do some little extra things. I do know that I want to do like a baby's first Christmas. So I'm going to do like a little series, and I'll probably make like a little Christmas tree, and then I'll do like little ornaments and add them to the tree, and then, you know, take that over for my grandson or keep it here. I don't know. We'll see how that works out. Just going to pour this. It looks yummy. It looks like a glaze. Oh, boy. Get all of that out there. Into there. And this is just going to go in the oven just while the salmon. I already have my oven going. I have it at 375. Let me see. I definitely, there's obviously soy sauce in it. Oh, it says ginger, garlic, and toasted sesame. But does it have teriyaki, or am I just imagining that? Well, it doesn't say anything about any kind of sugar. It does have a white vinegar. Oh, sugar's like the very first ingredient. Okay. I was thinking that it would be like somewhere at the bottom, so I was looking for something sweet because it has a little bit of a sweetness to it. Like teriyaki kind of does sometimes, so I thought maybe it'd add some of that. But no, it doesn't specify that, but it does say sugar, and that's the first ingredient, which is probably not the best thing, but here we go. This is what it's looking like before I put it in the oven. And I don't know how long, a few minutes. I'm just gonna let the salmon is still kind of frozen, so it needs to do a little defrosting, but it only takes maybe 8 minutes at the most to bake. So I'm thinking maybe 10-12 minutes total. So we'll see. It's 5:58 right now, so if it's 6:10 and it's ready, then I was right about the 12 minutes. Bake at 350. Well, I put 375. And it says thawed fillets. But you know, sometimes we don't have time for that, you guys. So you just change it up. Change it up, because it's not like it had some other ingredients in there that you had to thaw first. It's just a salmon. So basically salmon you can cook it however you want. Okay. And I was thinking about pouring this in the pan as well. But I'm going to go ahead and do it like it says to do. I guess steam it. It says perfectly cooks in the bag. Okay. Oh, it's microwave. Okay. Oh, let's see. How long? Oh, okay. Here we go. It's mine's a very low wattage, and I think it's 700, and here the lowest tier says 800, 4.5 minutes. So I think for mine, I'm going to leave it maybe 5 minutes, because the difference in wattage here, as it is a recommended times, is like 200 watts different, and this is 800, mine's 700, so it's 100. So I'm going to go with 5 minutes, 4.5, 5 minutes for this. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Oh, and I want to show you something else. I'll just turn the camera off and go show you what I got. Okay, so look at this, guys. It's a little, like a little table, kind of a little side table, nightstand. I'm using them as nightstand. I got 2 of them, and I got these at Hobby Lobby, and look at that. They were 60 bucks. Got 2 little drawers on each side. It's a nice little size for a nightstand. It's, you know, kind of narrow, so, you know, I'm just going to have like a little lamp, then my phone, and then I have a little fan, because I like to have a little fan in my face, even though we have AC. But, you know, got to have a little fan, a little circulation of air. But I got 2 of these, and I've already set one out for myself. This is going to be on my husband's side, and that's going to look really nice, because it's going to go really well with the headboard that we have. So I'm thinking that I'm going to do a little bit of change in my bedroom, and because I think it's going to take me quite a while to get it all changed, I'm probably not even going to do a video before and after. So I'll just show you after how it looks. It's not going to be all that great. It's just something that I'm going to like. It's my aesthetic, our look. So anyway, that's what I got yesterday. We were at Hobby Lobby, and I got some other stuff. So while we were at Hobby Lobby, we didn't actually go to look for those little tables. I went there to get some supplies, because I had someone direct message me on Messenger through my Tricia's Creations, my Facebook page. And she asked me, she has this large grapevine wreath. And forgive me if I don't remember your name off the top of my head here. I should have brought my phone with me. But she was asking, what should she do with it that won't be too expensive, that, you know, she wants to decorate it. It won't be so expensive, because she doesn't know what to do with it. Well, my suggestion was to put, well, should I even tell you? I'm going to ruin my video. Okay, well, I just told her to, I'm going to tell you, and then I'll show you with my video. Because not everybody watches my vlogs anyway. Anyway, so I'm going to take the wreath, and I already have a grapevine wreath. I'm just going to take everything off of it, so I can start with a blank slate like what she has, so that I can show you the example of how to just quickly decorate it. Now, you could decorate. Now, I don't know like a really cheap way of decorating it, because if it's something large, even if you buy inexpensive stuff, you need to buy more to fill it out, so that it turns out not to be, you know, cheap when you add up everything. But inexpensive, I'd rather say. She didn't say cheap. I don't think she did. I think she just said that it wouldn't cost too much or something like that. But I told her, I know inexpensive but not cheap way, but it all depends also. Like, I told her that she could use like a floral garland. You know those garlands that already come, they already have flowers on them. Some of them are just greenery, some of them are berries. You can use one of those to just put it around your wreath, and just little wires here and there to hold it down to your wreath. Simple as that. You don't even have to add anything else. If you want to add a bow, you can go ahead and add a bow, and then change it, you know, for the seasons. But that also depends on the length of the garland. Usually garlands are about 9 feet long. I think 6 or 9 feet long. So it just depends on where you get it from, or the price. And also, like, if I like at Hobby Lobby, if it's not on sale, then you could use a coupon, or Michael's has the same type of offers for you. But their garlands tend to be pretty pricey. They tend to be, $30, and if you want to find something like really nice. It's hard to find something like anymore that's like $14.99 or something like that. Everything's like $24, $20. Some of them are even like $80. I saw one that I just absolutely loved, and I would have gotten it, but it was $80, and even at 40% off, I just thought, no, it's not really going to work for me, because I don't need it, for one. The second thing is it's going to be on my door outside, and I don't want, if somebody wants to take it or whatever, I don't want to lose that. It's not happened. No one's ever come over and taken anything from my front door, but you never know. Anyway, so that all just depends on where you get your garland. Not only that, but I don't know how big her wreath actually is, so maybe one garland won't be enough to go around. You might need 2 of them, so that all depends on your cost. But that is my suggestion. A garland is always the best to go, instead of having to get bushes of flowers and then greenery or whatever else, and then cutting everything and then hot gluing everything or wiring, because then you have a lot of different pieces, and one garland is just one piece, and you just put around. It's not only like cost effective in a way, but because it might not be, depending on where you get it from or what you pay for it, if you pay regular price, but it's just easier. It's the quickest way to decorate something, and it's simple. You don't have to think about it. The garland's already got if it has flowers, it's already patterned out with the leaves and everything, so you don't have to be thinking like, well, where do I want to put this flower, or how far apart should I put them? It's already ready for you. And sometimes it might be even a little bit longer than what you need. So what I suggest is just trimming it, and then use that little piece that you have left over for something else. Or if you want to cut it up and then just divide it, in the space that you have with your smaller wreath, if you have something like that. But I had another suggestion for her, but I will save that for my video. That'll come up for Tuesday. That's just a simple suggestion. So I went and I got the supplies. I went through the fall, Thanksgiving items. I wanted to look at things as well. I have so much. I really don't want to, get any more stuff. But, for the videos, here and there, I'll do that. So then I'm probably going to jump to Christmas pretty soon. Just start off, get early start on that, because I think this year, besides the baby first Christmas, I think I want to add like a little series, like snacks, Christmas stuff, little cookies, maybe cake or something, or maybe even you guys can give me suggestions if you think of something that you want me to do, and if I'm able to, I will, of course. But I'm thinking maybe 1 year I helped my daughter-in-law do some gifts for her fellow teachers. They were in a little group where they were going to share gifts. So she wanted some help. So maybe I can do that, like little gift ideas that are not too expensive, but are nice, that are, worthy of giving it as a gift to somebody that, is special to you. Because, we can always go the inexpensive route, but you still want to give them something thoughtful. So we can think about it really well and decide, and I can help you with that if you want to see that. Also, I do want to go further into the bow making. I have lots of ribbons, and even though a lot of them are not Christmas, it'll still give you ideas of how to put some different bows together, or what you can put on your bows, or how to use them and such. So I want to expand in that area, because I know that a lot of my videos from last year and the year before are being viewed right now, so I don't want to repeat any of that. So I just want to, and then maybe sometime in the future I decide to do a completely different Christmas, or maybe somebody asks me to do theirs, and then I'll be able to have a different video. But I don't think I'm going to redo my Christmas. I like a basic red traditional Christmas. Last year I went towards more of a farmhouse, which I kind of want to stick with, but I want to bring in my traditional reds into it also. I want to do like a little mix of both. So that's probably going to be where my developing will be, only because a lot of people don't care for farmhouse. They want, just a traditional. I don't do too many fancy other stuff, even though I would like to. And I would like to show some of you, like if you want, oh, I wanted purples or something different. Because I don't have anywhere for those items to go with. And honestly, I can't spend on something that I can't use. And I'm not really in selling right now. I'm not in the, I don't know how to put it. I'm just not interested in selling at this point. It is a difficult thing to get into it, and then, you know, customers and things like that, and making people happy. I just feel like I just want to make myself happy right now. I want to do things for me and do things that make me happy. And the one thing that makes me happy is sharing my ideas and doing this video. So I want to do that for you. And I do want to make you happy, but if I can, you know, make something that is different from what I do, I will do it. I just hope that you guys understand that why I stick to a certain style or tradition of decorating for myself. Okay, that was a lot to be said. While I was at Hobby Lobby, there was someone there, and we were carrying around these two little, you know, those side tables that I got. I had put them in the shopping cart because they're really light. Just put one in there and another one crossing. So we're in an aisle, and my husband notices somebody just looking, and I noticed her too, but I thought, oh, she's looking at the little, you know, the little tables. That's why she's looking our way. But I was, you know how sometimes you feel somebody looking at you, but you're not really. It doesn't really matter. You're not really paying attention. But she's coming over, she's crossing over, so we're just like, okay, she's gonna pass by. But then she says, hey, are you Trish? And sometimes when people ask me that, you know, they'll say, oh, I know you, I see you on YouTube or something like that, or then they'll say Tricia. But she said, you Trish? So it threw me off because sometimes I run into people that maybe I worked with many years ago, or that would go into the place where I work and they remember me, or even people from church or something that I'm just really bad at remembering, but somehow they remember me. So, and they remember my name, but not really, because they call me Trish, and nobody calls me Trish except maybe a few people that were at church would call me Trish. So when she said that, I thought, well, she's somebody from church. So we're out here in McAllen, and we're seeing each other there instead of in my hometown. But no, it turned out that she watches the YouTube videos. But if you're watching this right now, forgive me, because I was in, like, you know, in this little mode where I'm coming up with ideas or trying to think of things, so I'm not like all aware of everything around me. So I hope you didn't think I was like rude or weird or strange, or I don't know. But I didn't, and if you told me your name, I didn't even catch it. So I'm really very sorry, and I apologize to you right now, because I'm bad with names for one, and I didn't hear. Like I said, I have a tunnel thing when I'm looking for specific things, and I certainly don't want to ignore anybody, and that's not what's happening. I was in another world in my head. So I just want to say to that person, it was lovely meeting you, and forgive me for being, I don't know, I feel like I was being a little shy or timid or something. Initially, yes, I am, but no. But you know, thank you. You were very sweet, very kind, and I hope you are watching this video as well, so that you know that I'm acknowledging you. But that was really sweet. My husband got to see somebody notice me, because I tell him stories, and he's like, well, okay, sure, whatever. I was with my sister-in-law, well, two of my sister-in-laws, each one at separate occasions, where somebody did come up to me and say, hey, I know you from YouTube, you know. So they already been in that experience, but he hadn't. So that was kind of, you know, an interesting. I don't think if he was even affected by it. I don't think he thought anything much of it. But anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Guys, what time did I say? I don't even remember. Oh, I said 6:10. It would be 12 minutes, and it is 6:15. So it's actually been, help me, 17 minutes. I can't add today. That looks good. Excuse me while I go grab a fork. Okay. All right, so it needs a little bit more. It's not frozen, obviously. It's starting to cook on the outside, but the inside's still a little bit pink, even though it's starting to kind of flake off. But it's a little bit too pink for my taste, so I'm going to leave it in there a little bit longer. But I am going to go ahead and put this in the microwave, so I'll be back. All right, everyone, my salmon is out of the oven. There we go, right there. And I just took the rice. So the rice, I steamed it for 5 minutes. So the salmon, let me turn that off. The salmon had another 5 minutes. So I think I had said, what did I say? 17 and then another 5. It's 22 minutes actually, because it was frozen. Okay. The microwave, yeah, the microwave is off. You know, sometimes salmon has these little fatty bits that kind of come off on the sides. I'm just grabbing them and putting them over in a little corner. I don't know, maybe that's good stuff for you. It's good fat, but it's no fun. Okay. Oh, this is not my serving. Okay, let me give myself something to serve this, and I'll be right back. So that has been kind of my weekend, everyone. So we went to breakfast Saturday morning first, and then my husband went to work for a little bit. So then we had gone out of town. We went out of town and we decided to eat out. And we had dinner at a place called La Costa. It's like it was a Mexican seafood place, and oh my God, the food was so good. If I remember, I'll put a picture at the end of the video of what we ate. But this is our meal now for today. Oh, we're having seafood actually. Wow. So it's been a seafood kind of a weekend. I'm just gonna serve all this for both of us. Get a little more on this one for my honey. Rice, that's so good. Look at that. You know, I don't remember how much I paid for this, but it was probably a couple of bucks. I do remember that for that salmon it was $6, so it was $8. Maybe I'm gonna say $8.50 just for the heck of it. So really, basically, my husband and I are eating for $4.25 each. You can't beat that. Oh wait, I did buy that the sauce thing, and that was like $2. It was like $1.99 or $1.89. I can't recall exactly, but it wasn't that expensive, and that's why I bought it. Because you know, to try it, because you know, I don't normally want to pay like a lot for something that I don't know if I'm gonna like it. But anyway, so $5, $5.50 each for dinner. I mean, you can't get that anymore. Okay, I'm gonna put a yummy fillet. I'm gonna put this little chunky one on his too. There was one chunky one on top of his, and just push it down so it spreads out the rice. Oh, and I can hear thunder outside, you guys. Because of that, you know, I told you guys that I fell. Well, I don't know if I even mentioned it, but I fell last time we were out, and we went to that 80s party, or 70s, 80s, 90s party. But I didn't fall. What am I saying? I fell when I was doing a craft in my craft room, and I told you guys about that. But then when we were at the party, you know, and I got up there, and I don't know why I did that. I mean, I wasn't really moving that much. I was just moving, you know, side to side. And when I stepped on my left side, I just felt my head like pop, and then my muscle just did this little weird wiggly thing, and I just stood there and I kept on going like, oh, nothing happened. I didn't want to cause a, you know, whatever. I hurt myself, you know, but I didn't. It was pretty bad. Then I couldn't walk for a couple of days, but my husband brought over a walker that his mom had. So, but now I'm thinking, because it happens often, not necessarily that I injure myself, but when like weather like this comes up, I get, you know, I can't walk very well. So I'm going to get myself a cane or something. Oops. Do I want that much? Well, I'll put it on the plate for it to look pretty. But I do want to get some of this glaze. I got this extra one and I didn't even use that. Let me get a little spoon that doesn't have holes. Okay, get that glaze on there. Oh my God, that looks so good. Yummy. Our Sunday dinner. We were at a kind of a, where I was having my husband do Sunday dinners. And then I would just sit there and just tell him what to do so he can learn how to cook, and, you know, in case I can't get up to work for whatever reason. But, you know, he needs to know. You never know. Anyway, so, you know, he can feed himself, have some nice meals besides just some plain thing that, excuse me for the noise. There we go. I want you to see the plates. And I have a candle going here. My husband said it smelled good because of my pumpkin spice candle. But anyway, look at this, guys. Does that look good? Oh, I know it does. Ah, it smells so good too. Okay, everyone. Well, I finished doing my dinner. Thank you for joining me while I did that. I hope you enjoyed my book talk. And all my other ramblings of today. That's basically it, you guys. Yeah, the weather does affect me, so I was thinking about getting a cane. But I want to get something cute. Anyway, maybe I'll DIY a cane or something. We'll see. Okay, you guys. Before the wheels keep turning with ideas, I'm going to go now. And I hope you all had a really nice weekend. I hope your week is blessed and that you have wonderful days ahead of you, full of happiness and cheer and just good things to happen. If not, make it happen. Okay, everybody? Because, you know, sometimes we just have to do it ourselves. Can't rely on other people to make us happy. So make it ourselves. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. I'm going to give myself a big old thumbs up. I hope that you too will give me a big old thumbs up. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get notified of my videos, which are every Tuesday and every Friday. And once in a while, I have a weekend vlog. Make sure you share on your social medias. I'm going to enjoy the thunder, everyone, and this meal. Enjoy.